Good evening, my Facebook family and friends. This is Lynn Whitfield coming to you on day 21 of my quest to do Facebook Live the entire month of August. And I want to thank all of you who have been going on and liking my videos and viewing my videos. I just feel so blessed that you are supporting me in that manner. So today, let's talk about quitting is not an option. Have you ever woken up on Sunday morning and you knew you really should go to church, but you decided, I really just don't feel like it? Then there's something in you that just keeps nagging you and saying, get on up, go to church. So you get dressed and you go into the church, and as soon as the preacher opens their mouth, you know that the message is talking directly to you. That's what happened to me today. I didn't really want to go because they had said they wanted all the women to wear red. It was our First Lady's birthday celebration. And so out of Delray Beach, Florida, she decided to bring the message when quitting is not an option. Amazing. I know it was meant for me to hear her message. First of all, her message was right in line with everything I've been studying, being with Lisa Nichols for those 8 days in Power Jam 2016, and just the things I'm reading about how to make your dreams come true and reach your goals. So, one of the things that her talk made me think about was in Think and Grow Rich. Napoleon Hill talks about, I believe it's in chapter 2, a man named Dauber who was interested in going west to find gold. What he did was he borrowed money. Well, he went west, he found a cave, and he found a strand of gold, or a line of gold, or vein of gold, I think they actually called it. He went home and got his family to give him the money. With the money, he bought the equipment, went back to mine the gold. He was able to extract quite a bit of gold out of that mountain. But then the vein was gone. And he tried. He could not find the vein again. So he sold the equipment to a junk man and he went home. The junk man went and got someone to look at the cave. And they discovered that because of the faults out there in that land, that the vein could actually be found like 2 feet away from where Dauber had stopped digging. The junk man became a millionaire. Dauber had quit too early. See, when you have a dream and you really believe that that dream has been given to you by God, you can't quit. I know the devil will send everything he can at you. His imps will be dispatched to discourage you, because you know what? That's his job. His job is to discourage you from your dream. His job is to make you lose faith in God and to believe that God is not going to allow you to have that blessing. But what that blessing out there, it's out there if God has it for you. And as it was said today, not only in our song, but also in the message, the blessing is out there, but you've got to reach up and get it. You've got to get out of your comfort zone. You can't just stay there and say, oh, I got a blessing coming, I'm just going to stay here, and my blessing's just going to come to me. It doesn't really work that way, folks. You have to do something. God will bless you, but he expects you to get your blessing. He expects you to exert some effort to get your blessing. One of the stories that she used in her message today was the story from Matthew 14:22 through 31. And that's the story so many of us have heard so many years in our life. It's the story of when Jesus had just finished feeding the 5,000 with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. And he wanted to get away. So he told his disciples to go ahead across the river in the boat. And he was going up to the mountain to pray. After praying, he left to join his disciples. The waters were rough, and they could barely see, but they saw a figure walking on the water. They said, "Is that him?" And Peter yelled out, "If that be you, then beg me to come to you." And Jesus just said, "Come." Peter stepped out of the boat and walked on water until he took his eyes off Jesus. And then he began to sink. But when he started sinking, he didn't just let himself go down. He yelled out to Jesus to save him, and he was saved. See, you may be having trouble really realizing your dream, but if you call out to God, he will help you when you are helping yourself. But you've got to have courage to stay in there when things don't look good, when you can't see the end, when it looks like everything is falling apart and there's no way you will ever reach your goal, that your dream is unattainable. You have to have courage to step out of the box and to hang on in there, to get that fortitude, to hang in there and not to quit. I saw a man on Friday. He was a security guard in the building, and I asked him, I said, "How you doing?" He said, "I'm hanging in there." I said, "Well, don't let go." That's the most important thing. Don't let go. You hang in there. And that's what you have to do. When everything doesn't seem like it's going to work out, you've got to hang in there. You cannot lose focus. You have to stay trained on your eyes trained on the blessing, and take one step at a time. Slow down if you have to. Go back to school if you have to. You have to commit that you're going to do whatever it takes to see your blessing manifest itself, because God's got a blessing out there with your name on it, but you've got to reach up and get it. Remember, take quitting as an option off the table. Quitting is not an option for you, and it's not an option for me. One of the things I liked too was she used the Olympians. She talked about how the Olympians, she named Gabby Douglas because it was honoring a woman. She only named the women. I, of course, thought about the men's 4x400 relay team last night, and the women's 4x100 relay team. And, of course, Simone Biles and Simone Manuel. She named all these Olympians, and she talked about how they had to stay focused because they were going for the goal. And, you know, that's what touched me. That's what made me know that was really for me, because with this speaking career that I'm going for, I have to stay focused because I, too, I'm going for the goal, folks. I'm going all the way to the finish line to see what it is God has truly for me. Are you willing to go for the goal? Are you willing to hang in there? Are you willing to put in whatever it is that you need to do? Are you going to reach up and snatch down your blessing? Or are you going to quit? Are you going to quit because it got a little hard? Are you going to quit because your money ran out? Are you going to quit because you just don't have the heart to hang in there? For me, quitting is not an option, and it shouldn't be an option for you. Please, follow me on my YouTube channel, V-Lynn Whitfield, and check out my blog on my Drive Through the Storms page, which is on Facebook. I love you. My book is The Party's Not Over Till God Says So. It can be purchased on Amazon. If you know anyone looking for an inspirational speaker, please think of me, and check out my website, www.whenlynnspeaks.com. Have a blessed Sunday, and I'll see you tomorrow.